welcome to your monthly reading. I'm your Cosmic Auntie, and I'm excited to be chatting with you. I hope that this reading is helpful in some way. I hope that it's encouraging and supportive and insightful. And I hope that it's able to come alongside you in some way and assist you in gaining a greater sense of clarity about something, providing you a sense of confirmation or validation to anything that you're navigating, feeling, and experiencing at the time that you find this reading. So yeah, however you found it, I'm really glad you're here. This could be interesting for Aries suns, Aries moons, Aries risings, or any particular Aries placement in your chart. We have every sign in our chart somewhere. Okay, so let's jump into it. I'm using a bit of an interesting deck. It's new to me. It's my newest deck in my collection. It's called the Vice Versa Tarot. I thought it'd be appropriate for Gemini season. And it's like one picture on one side. I'll have to cover a whole bunch of these, and then on the vice versa side, it's like, vice versa. So it's a fun little deck. I hope that you enjoy, and I'm also going to use my new bell. So if anyone has any sensitivities to sound, this is the time to turn your volume down or mute the video for a second. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, go. We're in session. We're in sesh. Okay, Aries, let's see what's coming up for you. What can we talk about? Aries. Aries. Whoa. Sorry, I can't even see what I'm talking about. But we've got the 3 of Cups. Wow, beautiful. We've got the 4 of Wands. It actually looks like this, the way that I see it. The 4 of Wands, gorgeous. And then the Lovers. This is beautiful energy. It's very celebratory, social. Yeah, very social, very abundant, very celebratory, very, very, well, I'm looking at the blue. So, there just seems to be a lot of, communication with like the blue chakra, the throat chakra. This is very grateful energy, Aries. I just feel just such a resounding gratitude come through this energy. It's like special times spent with special people, and it just is like filling you up. It's inspirational, it's loving, again, celebratory. There's a steadiness to it, there's a stability to it with the 4 of Wands. There's like, again, spending special moments with special people. And this could just, I'm sensing just very layered, like special people from, a significant other if you have one, your best friends, family, and then there's community too. This is very community oriented energy as well, just out having a good time or connecting over like a cause, feeling very like aligned. This is all very aligned energy, and it like connects to like such a sense of resounding love that I don't even know how to like fully articulate it with words. It just, the way I'm trying to communicate, I'm sure you get it if you're resonating with this. It's just love on so many levels, and it's also like collective love, universal love, feeling a sense of love, feeling a sense of belonging as well, Aries. I feel like there's just this sense of belonging coming through this energy, and like it's belonging through community, it's belonging through connection, and this community connection and these personal connections have been just a great foundation to like actualize milestones. So there's a lot of milestones to be celebrated here, milestones like to be grateful for. We have we've got the Knight of Wands. So charging ahead. Yeah, this is feeling like fueled up. This feels like refreshed, like there's things that have happened that just have refreshed your mind, body, and soul, and feeling ready to get out there again, feeling rejuvenated, feeling refreshed, feeling inspired, and with that very like keen intention on what it is that you're going out to create and experience. So leisure time could be very helpful because it just feels leisurely. It feels leisurely, Aries, but it also feels busy too. I just honestly, things feel good in many ways. Things feel good, and there's a lot to celebrate. We've got the Ace of Swords. So that the voice, that expression. And then we've got the Emperor. And then the Empress. So yeah, some of you definitely have like really solid significant others, solid relationship here where you've cultivated a lot, you've built a lot, and you're, reaching milestones and experiencing things together, socializing, having fun, and doing things that feel really good to you and doing things that you really love. It's like feeling in love in so many ways. It's like feeling in love with who you are, feeling in love with who you're with, if you have a significant other, and feeling in love with what you do for work, what you do for fun, what you do on the daily, like feeling in love with your family, your kids, if you have any, of course, but just feeling that sense of love, like, oh my gosh, just pouring, and it just feels like there's so much gratitude that's being shared straight from your heart into the divine. You're like thanking your lucky stars. That's the kind of energy. And if you're not in this place yet, and this feels like something you'd like to call in, or that you are calling in, you could be there too. Yeah, like ready to go out and call this in and move towards it all at the same time, right? Because it's a co-creation. But yeah, this when I first saw this card with the Emperor turned around, I just heard like out of office, and then I heard out of commish. And it's not like a out of commission, but it's almost like a gone fishing sign in the reading, Aries. I don't know if like some of you have taken like some time away, some time off. If you have the opportunity to do that, highly recommend as well, if you, of course, you want to and have that time, because this is really leisurely, enjoyable, celebratory energy where you're connecting with people, places, and things that just feel really good, and that you love. You love it. And this is like fun. It's fun energy. I do sense this can be linked to work for you as well. You know, some of you. Yeah. Very cool. I like this energy. Yeah, you've been working really hard. For one thing, you've been working very hard with the Emperor and the Empress here. Building and growing your life. And, you know, this is a moment to this reading is talking about taking a moment to just celebrate how far you've come. Like take time, like even if it's just 5 minutes, to just like sit back, take a deep breath, and look how far you've come. Take in everything that you have built, everything that you've grown, everything that you've cultivated, and feel like wow, look at what you've accomplished thus far. I also feel like there's this kind of eye on the prize here. There's this like next moves being made. But before that, it's a good time to take in how far you've come. And like, I can't stress this enough. This is good times. Like, you know, some of you might be getting married. Some of you might be, you know, engaged, getting married. Others of you, you know, going to weddings. Others of you getting promotions at work and taking that time to celebrate, you know. This is like birthdays and cookouts, you know, celebration. I was going to say baby showers, you know, wedding showers. Just having a good time with you and your family. Events at your community, you know, in your communities, right? It's so teaching you a lot, Aries, like about what's important to you and what you desire. And like, again, it's just all rooted in gratitude. It feels like there's this hustle and bustle of socialization going on around you, and there's like this, I'm picking up this like still moment, you know, when like you're just watching everyone move around and do things and you're just observing. I just feel like a moment like that where you're like, look at all of this, okay? Like my family, my friends, my community, you know, everything just feels really good and flowing, and feeling proud of yourself, feeling proud of what you've created, you know, and, you know, calling this in too. If this is something that you are desiring, like calling this in. Because definitely, you know, I'm talking to people a lot of you have like really solid partnerships. Some of you could even be watching your kids getting married, your grandkids graduating, you know, graduation ceremonies. This is the time, like this is the season, right, where dance recitals and graduations and award ceremonies are all taking place, right? And I'm talking to people who are present with that, with themselves and for the important people in your life. Like, this is adventurous too. Others of you, you know, could have gone on an adventure or are going on an adventure with that Knight of Wands, especially peeking out too, like just before. And we have the Knight of Pentacles, and we've got the Ace of Swords. So there's this kind of intention and clarity. Something's like, you know, it's taught you a lot. You've learned through a process of experiencing a new adventure. Whatever it is, this is an energy about, like, this is all, like, it clears the head, like, with all of this leisurely, celebratory, social time. Because it's also making space for doing things that you love as well. With the Empress here, really getting nourished as well. Like, the Empress is birthing whole new realities and nurturing them into fruition, right? So there's like these opportunities to really be able to tap into like what you want to create, what you are wanting to do, what you are birthing, right, into experience. Like, again, some of you have babies, or maybe even like you're experiencing your first grandchild, or like your second or third grandbabies coming in, nieces, nephews. Like, this is just like lots of blessings. Or your friends are having kids, or your brothers or your sisters, like whatever it is, but there's like new life coming in, you know. And also, others of you, I really feel like you're like getting ready to act on an idea and act on like a new direction that you've been cultivating, like behind the scenes, especially with this Emperor kind of turned. It's been like quiet. I just heard that saying, move in silence and let success be your noise. Hey, Aries. Whatever it is that you do is going to be really beautiful and successful. And I just saw the Fool there when it flipped over. Yeah, it's the mark of a new dawn of a new time. Like, you're opening up a new path. You've been working at it again, like quietly planning it, and now it's like coming to fruition more, and it's time to walk the talk, kind of thing. And it's a beautiful opportunity. Some of you have sensed an opportunity to do something that you've been wanting to do for a long time, and you feel really grateful. You feel really grateful to the universe. However it is, this is all landing. I just feel such a deep, beautiful gratitude coming from this collective. And you've done so much. Like, you have created such a strong foundation to leap from. And it's not even just a foundation, it's a whole structure. And there's this, yeah, Nine of Pentacles, exactly. You have gotten yourself to a certain point, and it feels really good. I mean, the Nine of Pentacles is like wealthy, independent, authentic, actualized, grounded, prosperous energy. And you just have worked really hard, okay? So this almost feels like, again, taking a break to enjoy the meaningful things in life, right? Like the celebrations, the milestones, and let this kind of be a beautiful finale and like of a chapter, and let it mark the opening of a new one, because there is this fresh energy, and it definitely feels like there's movement and planning and intention and clarity and interesting ideas, and it's all very exciting. This is just feeling like really good in your body as well, and in your space. Wow. Okay, I think that's it from this deck. Finish off with, looks like the Page of Swords. Yeah, you have a plan. You're enacting a plan. It's very new. It's like just seeing this opportunity to, it's almost being like, whoa, is this the opportunity to like roll out this plan? Is this an opportunity to be able to like try that thing, or go in that direction, or like start that business, or go on that trip, or, you know, start that new job, or like, you know, are we catching feelings, you know, should I express to them how I feel, kind of things. Like there's this kind of next step to something, but there's a lot of confidence in it because you've worked very hard to get to where you are right now, and it's beautiful. I mean, you got the Emperor and the Empress. Like these are all the kings and queens wrapped up into like one card. This is teaching me and showing me that the energy and the people that I'm connected to right now, that you've gone through many things. You've learned many things. You've gained a lot of wisdom, and you're harnessing and honing and expressing energy in a way like you're accomplished. You're accomplished. This is confident energy, stable, comfortable, abundant energy. Some of you have like the rich auntie like energy out there, and I'm loving it. Some of you are definitely like rich auntie vibes, and you're coming to the recitals, you're attending the graduations, you know, you're doing the thing. Others, like, you know, just feeling really good, bearing flowers and gifts, and your nieces, your nephews are so excited to see you, you know. But regardless of what the, you know, unique details to your experience are, this collective is just feeling there's a confidence that you're bringing into things. There's a stability. There's a prosperity that you've worked very hard to gain and feel very comfortable in it. I hope that this makes sense. It's beautiful energy. Aries. The Wall, obstacles. Oh, interesting. Maybe that's something that you're thinking about right now. You know, because there's lots of kind of planning, brainstorming, maybe thinking about like what are some of the potential obstacles? What are the obstacles that you're experiencing now? You know, how do you gain clarity about them? How do you express your needs, your boundaries as well? We've got Fortune's wheel, luck, and right timing though. So this almost feels like watching self-sabotage, because the timing is right. And we've been picking up on this the entire reading. The timing is right to roll out phase whatever you are, whatever phase you're at in this plan, this new direction that you're adding to your flow. And yeah, the timing is right to do that thing. And that thing is going to be different for each and every one of you. And again, always bounce messages off your own intuition and ultimately use that to know when you feel comfortable to make, you know, moves towards this goal, this dream, this new direction. Yeah, some of you are going to be, you know, it feels like there's major projects that are like kicking off when you know, maybe come back to work. But this is a time to relax and like really enjoy everything that you've done thus far, okay? And celebrate with your loved ones. Celebrate with your loved ones. Celebrate with your community. Take time for yourself. Connect with, you know, close connections, family, friends, and of course community. There's definitely a big community piece to this. Socializing. You know, this is a time of like AGMs and stuff like that too. So that could very much be happening, and like celebrating the milestones of your agency that you work for. You know, whatever it is, whatever AGM, if that's something that you're experiencing, because I know that must be the season right now. Or maybe I'm a bit late, I'm not sure. But this is a time where things are kind of wrapping up before the summer months. Maybe this is a kind of kickoff into your like summer flow of things. We just had a long weekend where I'm at. And we kind of like mark this long weekend as kind of like the gateway to summer, you know, like it's opening up the gates to summer vibes. So let's see. Dearest you, if you allow your awareness to settle in, you will hear us whispering sweetness and encouragement to you. You will know the truth of things that cannot be discerned through the material world. The receiver for this kind of essential knowing is your intuition, which is not your sixth sense, but your first, the primary navigational system of your soul. You are entering the age of consciousness. It's time to accept that the paranormal is normal. Human beings are multisensory, multidimensional beings. Spirit infuses all things, and your soul's job is to discover those essential truths here on Earth, where we all agreed to play. Today, trust your spidey sense, read between the lines, tune into the stories behind the stories, and your world will show you miracles. Fear not, for we are right here, and Spirit loves you. Trust the invisible. Wow. Today, trust your spidey sense. Read between the lines, tune into the stories behind the stories, and your world will show you miracles. Yes, because obstacles might come up, and especially, self-sabotage came in so strongly, like those things that come up on us, like, oh, maybe I can't do it, or like, oh, like maybe I shouldn't, like, or what if this happens, what if that happens, and what if this happens? Because there's like a difference to like being like, okay, so what are the potential obstacles, and then like identifying them, or anxiety and these obstacles really sinking in and stopping you, right? Like they have the potential to slow us down, because we all experience these things, right? We all experience like imposter syndrome, like fear, triggers, things that come up, especially when we're having a good time. Honestly, it's very interesting and annoying how that happens. Like, if you're having a good time and it's almost like these little like things, right? These little things crawl up and be like, but just bring your awareness to those feelings and read between the lines. Trust your spidey senses, right? Read between the lines, and see through those like self-sabotaging things, those self-doubts, those fears, those imposter syndromes, right? Like that anxiety, because anxiety, it's there to keep us safe. So we also kind of need to check our anxiety and be like, okay, yes, I'm doing something new, or I'm planning on doing something new, and thank you for keeping me safe, but I'm still going to be moving forward, and kind of, do you know what I mean? Because yeah, certain little things might come up to try and thwart your course, but they're just illusions, okay? That's like smoke and mirrors. So, that's why I read that line twice. I'm going to read it again. Today, trust your spidey sense, read between the lines, tune into the stories behind the stories, and your world will show you miracles. So, if you're feeling imposter syndrome, bringing your curiosity to that. Why do I feel that way? Where did this when does this come up for me? And when did I first start noticing it? And through that kind of inquiry, discovering so much more about yourself, so much that it kind of dissolves that a little bit more. And it, our awareness, when we bring our awareness to certain things, especially when like obstacles pop up to kind of try and sabotage our happiness or our flow or something like that, which is very real and happens all the time. When we bring our awareness to these things, knowledge is power, and each time we bring our awareness to something that is bothering us, the less power it has to stop us. You know what I mean, Aries? And the more we bring our awareness to things that really light us up and bring us joy, we bring those things into focus, into clarity more. And it helps, right? So, because you're onto something, you've worked really hard, you're out there, you're having a good time. There's this social butterfly aspect to this reading at work, at home, in the community. It just is out and about, doing things that you love, being around people that you enjoy and that you love, feeling clarity and inspiration, really taking in and like everything that you have built and cultivated thus far, and how those things are blossoming into the next level. There's this sense of feeling connected to your body and into your space, that you've created stability and that security. There's a lot of creativity and authenticity, just feeling aligned and on the path, Aries. And there's something that that I think is cooking in the backs, you know, cooking deep within, that you're bringing out more and more. That could be a new direction or a new idea, whatever it may be, because the timing is right. So that can also be helpful if you're finding yourself like getting hit with the obstacles, those kind of things, to trust in the timing that you feel, right? And you are going to know yourself best with that. You're going to be able to know, like, between you and the universe, when it's time to take action on incorporating this new kind of idea into the midst. Okay, well, I love you so much. I hope that this was helpful. It was a beautiful reading, and I look forward to catching you in the next one.